His overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month. Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like lifestyle, that money is gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action, right?
Mayweather has absolutely f***ed him 2026. It's because in massive debt again. Floyd having all these bank robbers and whatever else he was bragging about on the plane. I'd be mad at me too. Looks like you should be mad at yourself because you played yourself. You thought you could do these backdoor deals with this guy and this guy and this guy and it wouldn't affect everybody coming together and going, sign a contract here. That means effectively we control you fight. And if you are taking other side business interferes with this fight or potentially can, then we're going to sue you.
The long-running feud between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather has resurfaced once again. During a recent live interview, 50 Cent addressed reports surrounding an alleged $7.3 million financial obligation and delivered a harsh assessment of Mayweather's money situation. His remarks, including the claim that the former champion is broke, have once again sparked attention around Mayweather's reported finances.
Like, when you make yourself like we got issues over anger, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
And it took been 2 years.
Recent reports have brought renewed attention to Floyd Mayweather's tax situation. The Internal Revenue Service has reportedly placed a tax lien against him over millions of dollars in unpaid taxes connected to more than one tax year. According to a post shared by Ring magazine on its official X account, Mayweather's upcoming exhibition plans involving kickboxer Mike Zambides and Mike Tyson could now face uncertainty. The report states that the IRS informed Mayweather it may seek to revoke his U.S. passport because of an outstanding tax balance classified as seriously delinquent. Documents reviewed by the Ring reportedly put the unresolved debt at more than $7.25 million, but these developments have fueled further speculation about Mayweather's current financial position and the pressure created by his reported tax obligations.
Do this over multiple videos. I'm following up here to say it again. Floyd is terrible with his money. He owes a lot of people a lot of money, and I'm willing to bet that
Mayweather, however, rejected the narrative that he is facing serious financial difficulties. While addressing the criticism, he maintained that his ability to earn substantial income remains intact and claimed that making millions within a single day is still possible for him. His comments seemed intended to counter reports suggesting that debt and other financial disputes have affected his wealth. Throughout his career, Mayweather has consistently presented himself as a symbol of extreme financial success, often highlighting his boxing income, commercial ventures, and investments as proof that he remains financially secure.
$1 yesterday.
Yeah, yes. Just doing a dinner.
Yeah. You say it so nonchalantly too. Yeah, I made $1 million yesterday. It ain't no big deal.
We made $1 million yesterday. We made $1 million today. We set up, another just a small deal.
Yeah.
Nothing major, just, we do dinners worldwide and we make millions just doing dinners.
Yeah. Well, if I ever have you for a dinner, I'm gonna need it to be free, man. I can't pay no $1 million.
We could do 100 dinners.
Yeah.
At $1 million a pop, that's 100.
Mayweather's financial disputes with the IRS were not a new development. Years before the latest reports, he faced another tax issue that became public in 2017. That year, he petitioned the tax court for additional time to resolve his 2015 tax bill, explaining that while he possessed significant assets, much of his wealth was held in forms that could not be quickly turned into cash. Mayweather indicated that he expected to use the substantial earnings from his highly anticipated bout with Conor McGregor to cover the outstanding
Mayweather
tax
had a tough
obligation.
life living. I'm an independent contractor, Skip. If you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see IRS in that ring taking no blows. And I'm supposed to send them, yep, you're supposed to send them their cut. That's the way it works. And what
you owe them about half of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he's in Nevada, so which is no state tax. So basically, all you have to do is give them their 33%.
Yeah.
Skip, I get it, and I get the fact like all they're gonna do is waste my money anyway. But that's not the way you do it.
That is not a...
Throughout boxing history, several former champions have stepped back into competition when financial challenges became more difficult to ignore. Floyd Mayweather is now receiving similar attention as he prepares for a potential return. The reported rematch with Manny Pacquiao has led to questions about what may be driving Mayweather's comeback. With ongoing reports involving tax obligations and legal disputes, some are wondering whether financial considerations could be playing a role alongside his competitive and legacy-related ambitions.
Joe Louis had this problem.
He did.
Sugar Ray Robinson had to come out of retirement in '55 to settle a debt with the IRS, and even Mike Tyson. But what's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht, and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million.
The relationship between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather Jr. was once built on a strong friendship before eventually turning into a highly publicized conflict involving personal attacks and disputes over business matters. The two, reportedly, became close around 2002 and later worked together on different projects. Their partnership even extended into entertainment, with the pair announcing in 2011 that they intended to launch a film company known as Mayweather Productions. 50 Cent also stood alongside Mayweather during his entrances for several major boxing events, reflecting how close the two were at the time.
Going on with what I thought was a situation that you couldn't break down between 50 Cent and Mayweather.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal, it's not incorporated, it's just a
name.
Yeah,
that comes out people's mouths.
Right. See, so technically, Floyd is a Golden Boy fighter. You see what I'm saying? He fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
like
every
the negotiations and the imprint, the paperwork.
They build the whole shit.
Mayweather has previously spoken about how difficult it was for him to understand the collapse of his friendship with 50 Cent. He described the situation as a serious loss of trust and communication, recalling how close they had once been and expressing surprise that their relationship eventually reached such a low point. The conflict became more complicated in 2012, when Mayweather was serving time after a misdemeanor domestic battery conviction. While he was incarcerated, 50 Cent moved forward with creating Money Team Promotions, bringing multiple fighters into the organization and committing substantial financial resources to the project. After Mayweather returned home, disagreements emerged over how TMT should be operated and who should have control and ownership of the venture. Those disputes further damaged the relationship between the two former friends.
He says helping with Mayweather Promotions and it's not there. I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together.
Put it together for him. So I do TMT Promotions. I get it all the way together. Sign the actual fighters. We had acquisition of Gamboa. It's like I had to negotiate a release. It was $1.2 million. Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. So we brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right?
Right.
So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
50 Cent later gave his account of the dispute surrounding a reported $2 million investment connected to their shared company, TMT Promotions. According to his version of events, when Mayweather came home from jail, the focus was not on resolving their outstanding business matters. Instead, Mayweather's inner circle allegedly concentrated on surrounding him with expensive purchases and a lavish lifestyle. 50 Cent said this experience shaped his view that Mayweather placed greater importance on material rewards than on authentic personal connections. In his account, Mayweather's wealth became a way of keeping people close through costly gifts and financial benefits, rather than maintaining relationships based on genuine loyalty.
They're big, and I'm like, yo, so when... But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants to, you know, to give me the other half of it? Why I got to ask you for it?
Right.
And then when he...
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, you know, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes... When he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh man.
And I'm looking at him and he looked in my face and he tell me to...
Beyond the reported IRS obligations, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also drawn attention over a separate legal dispute involving a reported $340 million claim against Showtime Networks and former executives that end the lawsuit. Mayweather alleges that significant amounts of money generated from his fights were mishandled or redirected through financial arrangements involving former advisors and business associates. He maintains that these actions resulted in hundreds of millions of dollars in earnings that he believes should have reached him. The complaint also alleges that income connected to several of his biggest pay-per-view events, including his bouts with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was allegedly processed through accounts controlled by intermediaries rather than being paid directly to Mayweather in full. His attorneys contend that the alleged handling of these funds could amount to a violation of fiduciary responsibilities and potentially involve financial wrongdoing. The case has therefore added another layer to the broader discussion surrounding the management of high-level boxing revenues and the responsibilities of major promotional organizations.
Mayweather Jr. is suing Showtime and Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, it's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million.
In a separate legal case filed in New York, Mayweather accused former associate Jonah Renitz and other individuals of allegedly taking funds without authorization. The complaint points to a number of transactions, including money transfers, investments, jewelry-related business, real estate dealings, and the reported sale of Mayweather's private aircraft. However, these accusations have not been established as facts in court. The individuals named in the case have challenged and denied the allegations made against them.
Millions of dollars, misappropriated funds, and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud, breaches in fiduciary duty, and conspiracy orchestrated by Floyd J. Mayweather's former manager and advisor, Al Heyman, with the knowing and substantial participation and aid of defendants Showtime Networks and Stephen Espin.
The complaint alleges that Yonah Renit gradually became involved in a wide range of Mayweather's financial and business affairs. Mayweather claims Renit was viewed as someone he could rely on and was given responsibility for handling significant financial matters over a period of several years.
For Floyd Mayweather, let's go. So now he has filed a $175 million lawsuit against his business partner, Jonah Regnitz. So the name should be familiar to you. He has been described as Floyd Mayweather's right-hand man for decades. Also, he has been named in several lawsuits with Floyd for them being involved in scams themselves. The lawsuits include allegations for fake exhibition fights, allegations for unpaid jet bills, unpaid jewelry, unpaid services provided. But in turn, now Floyd is suing him and saying, hey, I never saw this stuff. You have scammed me out of jewelry. You have scammed me out of money. You've scammed me out of real estate. And so this is a big, massive lawsuit, guys. What's also interesting is Floyd has had an interesting support for the Israel community. Jonah Regnitz is a member of a prominent Jewish Orthodox family. I'm curious if he's going to continue to have the same set of support. I'm also curious to say if he's going to prevail in the other lawsuits. Is this a way for him to get out of it, or these false allegations against Jonah?
Mayweather later shared an Instagram story featuring a former business advisor and used a series of harsh labels to accuse him of being dishonest and untrustworthy, signaling how seriously he viewed the alleged betrayal. 50 Cent also weighed in after the report surfaced. In a social media post, he encouraged Mayweather to contact him, suggesting they could work toward recovering the missing money. He also referenced the buildings Mayweather had purchased in New York as a possible source of financial strength. Meanwhile, longtime rival Manny Pacquiao has criticized Mayweather's priorities in boxing, arguing that financial gain appears to matter more to him than the interests of fans. Roy Jones Jr. has made a similar observation, suggesting that Mayweather placed earning money ahead of creating a lasting legacy. Jones has also pointed to Mayweather's own acknowledgement that he chose financial rewards over legacy, further supporting the perception that money played a major role in many of his career decisions.
A long time ago, it wasn't about for him. It ain't about legacy, it's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. Right. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he the greatest fighter. No, I can't say that.
Roy Jones Jr. has suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had a major influence on how modern boxers view success and career earnings. In Jones's view, Mayweather demonstrated that a fighter could place financial rewards at the center of a career, even if that meant sacrificing some elements traditionally associated with legacy. Jones believes this philosophy encouraged fighters to focus more heavily on maximizing income rather than pursuing championship achievements, accepting difficult challenges, or taking greater risks against elite opponents.
I want the Mayweather concept, because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because now everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. Yeah. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it.
Amid the reports surrounding Mayweather's financial situation, the highly anticipated exhibition between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson has faced another delay. The matchup was originally expected to take place on April 25th in the Democratic Republic of Congo, but those plans did not move forward as uncertainty continued around the event. Organizers subsequently moved the bout to May 30th, only for another postponement to follow after Tyson reportedly fractured his hand during training. The exhibition is now being considered for a fall 2026 date, with September 26th reportedly among the dates being discussed.
Remember the supposed Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson fight? Well, that's definitely not happening. At least that's what my prediction is going to be for this. It was supposed to happen 2 days ago in the Congo, and we haven't heard a peep in about a month and a half. There's a big reason why, and it's another example of Floyd Mayweather being an absolute dumbass. It continues happening. I don't understand how, but Floyd has woven himself into a contractual boa constrictor and can't get out of it. And likely the only way out is to actually fight Manny Pacquiao.
What's your take on Floyd Mayweather's statements about his wealth and the legal issues surrounding him? Share your opinion in the comments and let us know how you see the situation.